you're better off elsewhere tonight. Witch among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and witching hours, or you're better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Off the Grill podcast. It's lovely to be with you back where I'm much more comfortable. And there many of you are back for another one here with me. And good Lord, do I appreciate it. Oh, let's see who's in the chat here. Let's make sure we got the congregation here before we start church. And remind me, because I do have a story about the new job that is church related. But we have other things to get to ahead of time. Dan, I don't know what that means, but I'll put a pin in it. Hey there, Faticus Finch. Good to see you. Dan, good to see you as well. Don't say hi to me no more. What are you going to do? Billy Bean with a hi, everybody. Faticus says, what's going on, Sauce? Did you finish night 2 yet? Yes, I did just a few hours ago. But to go ahead with Dan's thing later, I have not seen Raw. Have no idea what went on. So we won't be speaking about that this week. And Nick is, Faticus Finch, pardon me, is partially right. I hate, wrestling spoiler. Like honestly, really only Mania. Because I wasn't watching it live, and it's like I fucking wanted to. You know, there was still enough good shit that I was interested in a lot of the matches. Had all of night 1 spoiled. So I fast all of night 1 except the main event. So I did just kind of fast forward through all those. I didn't really give a shit. Plus, I didn't want to wait till Sunday to watch Saturday. So I rewound as far as I could, which was 3/4 of the way through the World Championship match to start the show. I don't know. I didn't give a shit, you know. Most of those were foregone conclusions. I didn't end up going back and seeing what I picked, so I have no real measure to base my opinions on, or to kind of review in that way. So I don't know. I also feel like that whole fucking episode was real boring for everybody involved. It's me, the speaker, you, the listener. So I don't know. Might have to have a second voice if I can pull something like that off. So otherwise, it's just one guy telling you all his thoughts. What are you gonna do? But yeah, anyway, to finish up fucking with this comment here, I don't always care because, like, even with some movies, like, the enjoyment is in the journey. Like, that occasionally it doesn't really matter. Um, like the ending is not super important to every movie. And now that's it is important, obviously, but like it being a surprise, I guess, is not important. Like it doesn't have to be some fucking The Sixth Sense reveal, but Faticus says love the hoodie sauce. Thank you, thank you. Shout out Lemon Party, one of my favorite podcasts going. Gypsy says the Church of Sauce. I like that. Zombie says let's talk spoilers. Just kidding. How's it going, Steak? What's up, Zombie? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Gypsy says, I highly recommend Warfare to everyone. Maybe the most realistic movie I've seen about the brutality of war. Yeah, actually, I saw that today. I wasn't planning on it, and then I saw a bunch of people giving it kind of higher scores, and they go, okay, so they like fucking those cheap kind of America's good, and that's what I assumed this movie was. It's not. It is just kind of a very fucking here you go. This is what we deal with. Here, let me get my hands on the screen. This is a box full of the things they deal with. Deal with it. But whatever. Yeah, it was fucking dude. Of the two movies I saw today, it was certainly the better of the pair, by a large degree. And that's not to say that this was just like the best of a bad thing. It just was. In no way was that my fucking expectation going in. Is that this would be the one I like more than the other one. And I'm purposefully not revealing that because I do intend to talk about it, hopefully at length. But yeah, Warfare was very good, very bloody, brutal, gory, like fucking actual, genuine, disgusting anatomy. One really big fucking oh my fucking god no moment that like I really had to like fight not to actually like scream out. It wouldn't have been that bad. There was only one other guy in the theater, but still, I don't want to have to deal with that shit. Did it get you there, Tubby? Billy says, I'm glad you caught who it was. Many people don't know Dr. Nick. I was a goofy voice change kid in my early teens, so I used that as my entrance. Oh, yeah, man. I'm fucking. I got to figure that's a little bit why The Simpsons grabbed me so hard as a kid. Simpsons, SNL, Kids in the Hall. Like, I love just fucking doing stupid voices and fucking around, So I hear you there. I think it's also like I used to just put those on to go to sleep because they calmed me. Like I would just play, 6 episodes at a time on the fucking DVDs. And I'd listen to them, and then eventually I realized I liked the commentary tracks, so got heavy into those. I know a lot of those stories by fucking heart. I mean, it would take a little jogging now, I think, but like there are definitely like I don't know. When I was still on leave and not fired, I was going through the Simpsons DVDs and then ripping them and putting them in files so I could have the audio commentaries on the files and not have to like pull out the DVDs every time I wanted to watch a couple episodes. So whatever. And it's just like going back, listening to some of those, like it took me back to fucking when that was the norm. That's just interesting thing off your Dr. Nick comment there, Billy. Yeah. Dan says Raw was very eventful twice. And then Nick Faticus says, I thought tonight's. I don't know. I don't think he's doing it so I know who it is. I don't think he was trying to shield his identity. I don't know. But he says, I thought tonight's Raw was way better than last year's Raw after Mania. That's probably true because I genuinely don't remember it. Was that when Lesnar came back and fucked up Cody? Was that out? No, that was the year before, right? I don't fucking remember, which I guess. Gypsy asks, is it true Triple H is gay? I mean, I think they're all gay to some extent, man. Faticus says, yes, he's extremely gay. Dan says, Bison Smith thinks so, Gypsy. Billy says, no, Triple H is not gay, but his boyfriend sure is. Oh. Gypsy says he really loves kissing big, strapping men on their thick mustache lips. Well, yeah, like Billy says, who doesn't? Why don't you grow up, Gypsy? We want a man with a big, hairy lip. And Nick says, Sean did not sleep with Triple H. In fact, he was up all night. Oh, shit. And Billy says it's the game everyone's playing. I thought that was Are You Garbage? I don't know. What the fuck? What was I going? Where was I going? Where was I going? Oh, shit. I don't know. What are we going to do? Well, fucking, let's see if one of you folks can make a decision for me. We're going to do WrestleMania real quick, or are we going to get into the fucking other movie I saw? I give you 5 minutes while I bitch a little bit about the kid. What's up, Brian Trash? He says, howdy, steak. Oh, Fatix says I was talking about my movie experience. I guess we'll do that first. So the other movie I saw today after Warfare, which was an early movie for me. I think I missed like the first minute or two because like I ran it. I got to the theater like fucking just in time because I was late leaving today, and like I got to where they get to the building that like the majority, like all the movie takes place in, like as they're like creeping up to fucking kind of take it over, and then then you get like the fucking kind of the title credit pops up. So I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I got worried. I thought that like I fucking like for some reason the first show of the day they start on time. It says 11:45, so boom, 11:45. That's when we're playing this fucking thing. So I don't think that's quite the case, but it is a little early. Maybe they don't play as many fucking car insurance commercials. But yeah, so the other movie I saw today after that, surprising good time, was the fucking pile of shit that is Sinners. I was so fucking happy. You guys might remember last week, if I didn't put you to fucking sleep, that I was excited about it. The moment I saw the first fucking trailer, I was in, excited. And then like over the weekend, all these fucking like letterboxd reviews and people on Twitter are like fucking, oh, this is great. This is this, that, and the other. And it's like, holy shit, dude. And like, it was at that point where I go, maybe it's not going to be as good as they're saying. So you should kind of like fucking ease up a little bit, on your expectations, because you only ever get fucking disappointed when they're that high. And I do think a little bit that's why Maxine didn't hit for me the way it did for some others. I'm pretty sure that is most everyone's weakest of that trilogy, but that's not what we're doing here. So yeah, I went into this movie fucking expectations pretty sky high. I've come to see the appeal of vampires in recent years. Like growing up, I was in high school when those fucking Twilight movies were popping off. And vampires weren't anything that caught me as a kid. So That was like my whole entire just fucking this. Oh, it's just about like romance and kissing boys, and like yeah, like there's that element to a lot of it, but there's also like like themes of addiction and shit. And I was really looking forward to it, and it even fucking started off pretty promising. They do a thing. It starts off whatever one day, and then like it's just all right. Well, the night before, and that's when like everything happens. But like, and I was just really hoping for something kind of like Eve's Bayou mixed with Gypsy said it. I think, yeah, it was him. It was Gypsy. About like from dusk till dawn. It's just that kind of like, and then I guess a little bit of Boardwalk Empire fucking thrown in for good measure. Like that's right up my alley. All of those things kind of converged, and I'm like, I'm absolutely in. Also, I do want to say, even as a kid, I liked From Dusk Till Dawn, but that was it, and I didn't really think about it much more, much past that. But like something that I kind of assumed would be a little kind of Black history, racial. I don't remember. I swear to God, I don't know. Maybe it was just like people talking about some of the longer trailers, like the second, third, fourth, whatever the fuck ones. But I swear I fucking remember like the KKK being pretty important based on the trailer. Um, and it seems like they're setting it up for that in the beginning of the actual movie too. And then it's just like this big. I didn't know what to do. I don't know. I like Django Unchained. Like, so I don't know. I'll try to do this in some kind of order, and I've got things kind of fucking shelled out, but you know, I don't know. And then just like I like the idea of like turning folklore into horror movies and shit. If it's done well, which I don't think a lot of times it is. They just kind of let's make a big spooky monster out of it. It's got to be some big thing that we have guys type in code for. Um, but yeah, like just some kind of like nice slow burn fucking thing, and eh, it wasn't that, and like because there's like the whole thing with the KKK that they seem to set up that goes nowhere. Like I say, like it's just kind of it's okay. That's over. There's fucking just kind of the way the music can kind of fucking it's that kind of corny thing. Music can transcend color lines or whatever the fuck, or generational lines, the old and the young, or whatever the fuck. Like that whole thing. There's something there to that, and this is more me after watching most of the movie. 'Cause I don't know if I've said this yet. I walked out of the fucking thing. I think about the time that yeah, fuck, I can't give it. That movie's too new to fucking give it. I fucked up. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just fucking there's a big moment probably in the last half hour. I just I'm fucking done. I got better things to do, you know, than to sit here and just whatever he's fucking like jerking off, because like visually the way they kind of tried to portray that what music can do, the magic fucking whatever of music, like all that shit I was trying to explain a minute ago. Um, they did it by showing like a fucking I don't know, like a futuristic looking Rick James guitar player, and then like Tupac's friends from fucking Death Row, and then like fucking I swear to God, and I don't totally remember the garb. I don't think it was the 30s attire, because again, I'm talking like fucking baggy pants, wife beater for Tupac's friends. They look like fucking 90s gangbangers. And then I'm talking like Rick James on the fucking cover of fuck, what album? This is his fucking first album. I don't know. I need a fucking where is it? Under Street Songs, yeah. Like fucking not dissimilar to this, if that helps at all. Like, yeah, well, it doesn't fucking that fits in nowhere in the fucking 30s. It's stupid, and it's a dumb thing to try to visualize in that way. It doesn't work. But I think like the fucking these broads that are twerking, which I don't buy that anyone was twerking in the 30s. It wasn't a thing. But whatever. That specific thing is a very small part of a big problem. Like I could do it better. Because genuinely, I think kind of the thing that I fucking took away from this movie is that Ryan Coogler, the director, fabulous, fucking great for the most part, a great visual storyteller. Had a lot of nice fucking visual shots, and like within this party, if they had gotten rid of these dumb little, oh look what his guitar playing does, it was very cool fucking like one shot kind of like moving around this whole building, and from like there's some genuinely very cool stuff. So like I don't know, like fucking that is most of the praise I can give it, is just the way that it did look from start to finish mostly. The story, but Ryan Coogler, the writer's a fucking hand job. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like it's such a fucking thin nothing movie, like they do all these little things. They start to kind of, let's do this, but let's not fucking pay him off. Like it's like they took thread and put it into the blanket, but it's not tied into anything. So yeah, I don't know, if you can pick up on it, it's good. Something I tried, but yeah, it just like fucking. And then there's also towards the end of the movie, there's a fucking 60-year time jump for no reason. I fucking left at that, but like that is because like I kind of held off, and then I think I don't know, fucking the details are spotty as far as this goes, but it was like, oh, we got fucking like the guy that is kind of the actual hero of the movie does a thing, and then it jumps time. I don't know. I can't give away any more than that, and I'm kind of frustrated about it. I didn't think about all this, but like there's this whole fucking thing, like Michael B. Jordan goes like Rambo Last Blood towards the end of the thing. It's not even the ending. It's so like tonally fucking different from everything you saw before it. All of like the vampire fighting is fucking stupid. There's a bunch of just like, oh boy, she happens to just know all of this shit, huh? I'm realizing all of the shit that I've written down I can't really go over because I will fucking spoil this movie more than me just being negative about it. Like, I don't know. I do want you all to go see it because like it's already made so much money. Like trying to tell you to fucking, fight the machine that way is not going to help. So I just want you to go see it now and tell me. Maybe you fucking think I want to know, whether you think I'm wrong or not. I'm shocked that people like this as much as they do. Like Nosferatu was far from perfect, but it fucking kicks the shit out of this movie, man. Like it's 2 hours and fucking 15 or 18 minutes, I think, with the credits. Fuck off. That is it. This is absolutely a case of the movie's too long because it sucks. Like it didn't have enough because it had to stretch. Like it starts to like build up these characters and their backstories a little bit, and again pays none of them off really, like not even in an unsatisfactory way. It's just stuff and now we're done. Like there's just no reason for it. This movie, there's no reason for the fucking movie. There's no outlet that it doesn't like get you someplace, whether it's just kind of like you understand things a little more, is like the you understand like the fucking, I don't know, the black struggle a little more, or I don't know, you had a good time, it was an exciting movie, and the payoff was fucking satisfying somehow. truly can't fucking think of it any way that that's the case. But like Dan brings up a decent point. He's genuinely ecstatic that an original film is killing it at the box. Like, that is good, I guess, objectively, even though it's a piece of shit. Because at least it's going to give some other people a chance to make a piece of shit or a perceived piece of shit that ends up actually being good. Like, I don't know. Like, the acting's pretty good. I can't really shit on the acting. Like, it's got a great cast. Steinfeld was good. Pretty good in it. Like, again, it's so hard to fucking even praise them because almost every line is fucking just lame as shit. Like, this would have been a very cool fucking, like I said, just like a From Dusk Till Dawn kind of siege thing. Ooh. I don't know. I thought I had something, but I don't. Like, it looks, I don't know, it looks great too. Whoever this fucking, his, is it cinematographer, director of photography, is that the same thing? I don't know. Whatever the fuck that is, all of that shit, all of like the technical shit's pretty good. But like, I don't know. I don't like its portrayal of the Irish. It's kind of fucked up. I am curious because I guess Dan says he's got to go. Let me fucking catch up here. Yeah, Gypsy says Sinners reminded me a lot of From Dusk Till Dawn, but set to blues music. Zombie thought Pearl was a disappointment, but try and get through all of that. But Gypsy says, sorry you were disappointed, Sauce. I really enjoyed it. I thought it really managed to hit the feels at times and had really good atmosphere. Looked great, maybe a bit on the long side, though. Yeah, definitely on the long side. And I do appreciate all of the, oh my God, it's hanging out again. Isn't that fun? We'll cover it up for your sake. I was to say, I do appreciate all the references to pussy eating, though. For a black movie, that does seem out of character. I don't know. Is that something that us whites have gotten wrong about the black community all this time? I don't have any black fans, so I have no one to ask. But it had always been my understanding. Even Bernie Mac kind of fucking, solidified that stereotype, I guess. And do what, you nasty son of a bitch? I don't do a Bernie, and I shouldn't. But Dan says I'm the first one he's heard that didn't like it. Yeah, man, I fucking. So honestly, I'll tell you, most of all, like the fact that Jace Avery from Lemon Party didn't like it really like made me think, oh, cool. I can't wait to fucking come out of this and tell him he's fucking stupid. There's no way this is. He gave it like a fucking 2-star rating out of 5. And I'm like, no fucking way. Grow up. And, because he's very good at fucking either cutting down a movie or making it sound like it's the best thing ever. So it's like, fuck, I don't know. It's also one of those things where when he thinks what I think, I'm like, oh, what a genius, what a smart man. And, when he differs or doesn't like a movie quite as much as I do, I'm like, fuck this moron. The fuck does he know? He lives in California. He has more money than me. He's funnier and cooler. He's got a better beard. That might not be true. It's probably not. Right now it is because mine's all fucking gross, but I'm broke. Oh. Where was I even going with that? But yeah, he's just like, I'm like, there's no way. No fucking way. It's that bad. And then my ass walks out on it. I was just so fucking like I was into it. And then like they start twerking and like fucking I don't know, maybe they were doing a little like break dancing or something, but they also could have just been playing dice. I don't know. But they weren't dapper 30s folks, that's for sure. And that was like the point where I'm like, this is barely a movie. And yeah, I didn't like the vampires just kind of do it, and they go, "Oh, you be us. We'll be kind of not black or white or anything. We'll all be just friends, but vampire friends." And then that doesn't even fucking really go anywhere. Like, yeah, Jesus Christ. Where are we going? What do we got? Zombie says, "Has it beaten Snow White box office?" And that's when you know a movie's okay. I have to imagine fucking a Twin Peaks fan film would gross more than Snow White at the box office, frankly. Um, yeah. Zombie says if it can't beat Rachel Ziegler into a crying mess, then the movie okay to watch. I'll leave you with that one yourself, Zombie. Brian says I'm eating edibles because I'm hungry from eating edibles. I feel that, brother. I've been there many a time. And then Dan says this came up recently on our show. It was considered gay in rap culture to go down on a girl back in the 80s. That's what I thought, man. So like that, I mean, it's all cool because baby, I like eating pussy. But and then, like fucking old Steinfeld ain't doing too bad. Ain't that fucking Josh Allen's gal, right? She's not too bad. She was fucking good. It's kind of fucked up to say that. And then, like pretty sure she was in True Grit, the remake, and she's fucking really good for a kid actor in that. Michael B. Jordan's solid in like Creed and Creed 2 and Creed 3. And he was also in those Marvel movies. I bet they were great too. Yeah, and it fucking like there genuinely so many fucking great actors in that thing. Let me just go through this. Michael B. Jordan's solid. Miles Caton, who plays the character Sam, this is actually his first movie. Oh, shit, he's really good in it. I do like him. Like you get behind him immediately. Haley Steinfeld, Wunmi Mosaku. I've not seen her in anything else, but she was pretty good. I liked her. Jack O'Connell. Nope. Actually, he was one of the things I didn't like about the movie. The lead vampire Remick. Delroy Lindo is pretty good. Omar Benson Miller is the big fat guy that I was talking about last week. I like him in everything I've seen him in, including this. Jamie Lawson was a fucking absolute vision. She was also in The Batman and The Woman King, How to Blow Up a Pipeline, Till. Oh, she was in Till. Oh no, does she play the mother? Am I gonna have to rock one out to that? No, she's not. Good. Thank God. Oh, thank heavens. She's way down on that list. Yeah, she was very eye-catching all movie in a very like respectable way. Nothing like tawdry. Just she filled out that dress. That's what I'm telling you, baby. Where's the comments, baby? I don't know. I got fucking no more else to say about Sinners, at least for now. Maybe I'll have some shit to say about it in a couple weeks. Zombie. Nope, read that one. I don't know what it means. He says, Steak, when did they stop making edible panties? I didn't know they did. That's news to me, and they fucking better bring them back because I thought they were delicious. And also, that fucking Indian down the road has been selling me them for the last 6 months. So if they don't make them anymore, where's he getting them from? Oh, Billy says they didn't. Thank God. I'm munching on a pair of the old ladies now. She's a big gal, so it takes me a few days. Well, you'll get your mandated calories that way, Billy. Brian says, thinking of seeing Sinners, but maybe I'll go see Cheech and Chong's last movie instead. Here's what you do. You go pay for that one, and then you sneak into the next Sinners showing, just whenever that is. You just kind of make yourself part of the room, and you'll be good. What else did I watch fucking last week? Mississippi Burning for the first time. I don't know if I was trying to get into some kind of like racial headspace, but I don't even need these in. I don't watch anything on the show. It's just a dumb thing in my ear for no freaking reason. Oh shit, where were we? Oh, but yeah, shit in the last. I don't know. Did I talk about The Amateur last week? It was kind of a piece of shit. I didn't really like it very much. Drop was pretty good. Go see that. Even, I mean, if you don't, it'll be on streaming shortly after, I'm sure. And it's going to be worth a watch for pretty much anyone that's watching this. Gets a little wacky towards the end, but they stuck the landing, I thought. And then I saw the last hour of that Looney Tunes movie, and it's pretty fucking funny. Just very like 90s, kind of like 90s Looney Tunes in the way that like they 90s it up a little bit. Like the humor is kind of that way. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. No, maybe. Yeah, Dan said Drop wasn't bad for a Blumhouse movie. It was a solid thriller. Yeah, like I saw it fucking, I didn't even know. I saw Blumhouse at the beginning and I went, fuck. And then it ended up being all right. And I was like, oh. They still dream of greatness, I guess. They're not completely resigned to just shitting something out with a title. Because Jason Blum had a fucking fever dream on the toilet one night. Yeah. The Amateur I really thought was better. Like it's Remy Malek and then Lawrence Fishburne, but Fishburne's in it for about, I feel like I've said this, like for like 15 minutes total screen time, it feels like. Tim Dillon's new comedy special is pretty fucking funny. And then, I don't know, maybe this is the time to do it. We'll just do it now, get it out of the way. Movie of the week this week is 1986's At Close Range, starring Sean Penn and Christopher Walken. Also, Mary Stuart Masterson and fat little Chris Penn, pre-fat Chris Penn, actually. Sean also stuffed his mother, Eileen Ryan, in there, who this audience probably will recognize most from Feast. She's the old lady that locks herself in the fucking freezer, to protect herself. And if anyone's seen The Pledge, she's in that too. Tiny little fucking... Oh, good, the Alto Knights. Never mind. Nothing. Oh, actually, I'll take that one, though. Shout out. Speaking of, since we're here and there's a bit of a lull.
The faggot of the opera.
You're welcome. Oh, shit. But yeah, there's all that. Home, sweet home, diddly dum doodly. Yeah, I don't know. Has anyone in the chat seen At Close Range? Because it's a pretty tight little crime thriller thing. Sean Penn. It's all over, folks. Oh, shit. I'm running out of steam, man. I don't know if I got an hour in me tonight. This is fucking crazy. I swear to God, it's like you guys turned this one on and just went, play it for the cat. So you see that shit? They got gremlins on here when you whack this stuff fast, when you shake the shit around. Isn't that fun? You can't see it good. I don't care to do it. Yeah. Alrighty. So, Ben Grimm in the house. He says, Ugly Stepsister was good. It had a couple of the most watched through my fingers scenes I've experienced in years. Wow. I think Brad Jones actually said something decent about it. He said he ended up liking that better than Sinners also. He also gave Sinners a pretty high fucking mark. It was either a B plus or like an A minus or something. So I don't know. But yeah, Ugly Stepsister, when he announced, like, when he fucking said at the beginning of the video that he was going to review that, I'm like, oh, cool, another fucking Winnie the Pooh abomination. But I don't know. He said it ended up being pretty good, and from what he explained, it didn't it didn't turn out too poorly, just based on his review. So I actually might try to fucking, maybe not in theaters, but I will probably try to catch that, actually. I don't know. I'll see what we got going on. As Dan was talking about the shit that he's watching this week, The Shrouds is one I was excited about. Until Dawn will be fine, I guess. Yeah, Brian Trash says Winnie the Poop. Because it's shit. Yeah, Dan says, I think this week might end up being the best for theatrical releases this year. But yeah, as far as at close range goes, Brad Watwood Jr. lives in rural Pennsylvania and has few prospects. Against his mother's wishes, he seeks out his estranged father, the head of a gang of thieves in a nearby town. Though his new girlfriend supports his criminal ambitions, Brad Jr. soon learns that his father is a dangerous man. Inspired by the real events that led to the end of the Johnston gang, who operated in the northeastern United States in the 70s. So Walken is fucking nuts in this movie. It's a very quiet, like, composed, like, earlier career Walken. It's not like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, that's not Walken at all. Jesus Christ almighty. But yeah, it's not so like fucking Walken-y, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not shitting on him, but it's very just fucking wide-eyed, and I don't know. There's a chance he doesn't blink in this thing. I don't have any real recollection of that, but he's a real cocksucker, man. Blood or not, there's a code, and I like that. Fuck it, it's interesting, and there's like I said, there's a fucking late movie surprise that did not see coming. Also, it's got that weird character actor guy. I don't know his name. I could look it up, but he's like in fucking. He's one of the Batman. He's one of the Joker goons in Batman from '89. He's just a gross slime ball. Tracy Walters, his name. Yeah, but he's in Silence of the Lambs, Batman. Oh, he's in Repo Man. I think that's probably just as fucking famous as Batman for him. No, he's not. Grow up. But Ben says the Ugly Stepsister is definitely a step above those public domain movies. That's a relief. Billy says it's not. He acted in this one. And okay, there you go. Yeah, he acted in this one instead of just being Walken post Frank White. Is that King of New York? Nope, not Frank of New York. That's not going to give you anything. Yeah, it is. That was a fucking banger movie too. Another one that features a lot of Lawrence Fishburne. Dug the fuck out of that too. Goddamn. Yeah, Walken's got some good shit I got to dig through. Still, he's like, that's not a bad thing. That's more fun for me. Deer Hunter's a big one I haven't seen. I don't know. Yeah, King of New York. But Faticus says I watched Den of Thieves, Pantera, and Tarot this week. I liked both movies. I have to watch the first Den of Thieves again, but I'd say Pantera was just as good as the first one. Yeah, I've never seen those movies, either one. My chick likes the first Den of Thieves. Hasn't seen the second one, even though I've shown her it's readily available for her. I don't know. Don't have any more on that. I do have to watch The Accountant because she wants to go to see that one in theaters, The Accountant 2. So, gotta catch up on that one. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I fucking really I ain't got shit to say. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. That fucking Sinners movie took a lot out of me. Oh shit! All right. Ooh, maybe that was it. Dan says they waited a bit too long for the accountant too. Oh shit! All right, this is from. Oh yeah, actually, that's what we can do. I'm getting hot. I gotta take this off. We're doing it the fat way, so you don't see my tits. Perverts. Cheeky monkeys. Now I'm gay Freddy. Isn't that fun? Feels about fucking 10 degrees later. Cooler? Whatever. Dan says, question, Deacon Taylor, are we going to have to keep using your shoot name until you come to Full Moon next year? Listen, man, I got to get my money right. It just so happened this little get together is fucking happened 2 weeks before I was supposed to have a nice fucking well-earned break from the old job. I'm barely able to fucking make it work, but it's going to be a very bare bones. I don't buy anything anywhere. I don't have a hotel in Chicago. It's whatever. It's what it is. It's fucking go and come back, kill myself, maybe somewhere in the middle. Since I'll be real near where a lot of those fucking he just disappeared and then they found him in the woods stories from like unsolved, like the early years of Unsolved Mysteries. But so there's that question. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it next year either. I don't know. I want to at some point. It'd be lovely if there was something cool up in the Northeast, but of course, all you guys are not in the Northeast, so it makes no sense. But oh yeah, I guess we can do the Mania thing fucking for the last several minutes. But anyway, this Jonathan Bombastic said we missed you this weekend, big guy. Dan says it was a spectacular weekend steak. You need to come next year. Eventually, it's gonna happen. But I don't know when. I'm not a good planner. I'm not a good saver. There's a lot of fucking shit going on. I gotta that is so far fucking down the pike for me. Like I have 2 maxed out credit cards to fucking pay for. I have to make sure I can. You get it. It's life. I don't have to bitch about every fucking bill I have. God damn it. That shouldn't have been that fucking much of a trigger. Also, guys, don't fucking underestimate how much of a wet blanket I actually am. Like, the moment that I'm not the center of attention, I'm going to be fucking just a pissy cunt. But speaking of that weekend, I did receive a phone call Sunday night, Saturday night, technically, early Sunday morning, 1:21 a.m., as a matter of fact. I got a phone call and a voicemail from one Jay the Stingray. Or so I thought. Let's take a look and listen, hopefully, and see if you guys have any idea who this actually is. Oh.
Stupid motherfucker. You cheated on that one chip challenge. Corey and me reviewed the tape. You stupid bastard. We caught you cheating. We're doing it again. You're going to eat the actual hot chip. You stupid son of a bitch. Fuck you. Good night.
Anyone want to guess who that was for $1? Where are we going? Where are we going? Brian Trash got it. Old CHH, that fucking cocksucker. Also, by the way, like I was just so fucking, I was high and on my new medication that I was just a fucking giggling mess when I called them back. But I do want to set the fucking record straight, man. I ate that fucking chip. End of story. Fair and fucking square. Sorry, I'm just a little tougher than everyone else. I even got up real close to that fucking camera. You can see me sweating and fucking snotting because my body is dying. And if you watch too, after I eat it, chew it, and swallow it, my mouth doesn't close for a little bit because it hurts so much. Like, I know we're fucking around and everything, but goddamn it, I ate that fucking chip. But also at the same time, you really want to test me, brother, we'll do it again. Because I should have won. God damn it. Oh, Christian Hanahara. Dan says Fox Pixar sounded pissed. Dan says beat his ass at Monster Mania. Dude, I wanted to fucking come back at him with that, but I don't know. He did seem genuinely remorseful when we talked about it, which at no point was I like fucking mad about it. Like, honestly, I was a little pissed off at first, like before I got the before I listened to the voicemail, because like it was just Jay at a very weird time. He also doesn't use my phone number. Like, we don't text or anything like that, or it's all fucking like Twitter comments or whatever, or private messages. So I'm like, oh fuck, what happened? Something bad happened, and like, 15 other people didn't pick up the phone. But it turns out they were just pissed off their asses, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was funny. So just fucking know that anyone that was involved that is thinking, oh, he's going to be. Also, who cares if I'm fucking mad? Like, seriously. It was funny. I liked it. All right. But yeah, Faticus, I did finish night 2 of Mania. So we will finish. I'm going to fucking just pull up a quick thing, and I don't know. Oh, God, I don't know what I'm looking for even. I'm going to bash my fucking teeth in with this microphone. It's driving me nuts. All right. So night 1 started out Gunther Jay. Like I said, I fast forwarded through night 1. I don't really care. Jay won. I didn't think he would, but great. It's fine. Good for him. People like him. I like him too. It's whatever. I was talking with Faticus about that, and I think the speed in which Gunther tapped out to his own finisher is nuts. I feel like he shouldn't be tapping out at all. There's no reason not to just have him pass out. I don't think that it would turn him like it did Austin. He is still just a piece of shit, and he tried to fucking kind of tried to kill Jimmy Uso a couple weeks ago. So I think that's plenty for them to not have to worry about that. War Raiders and New Day. New Day won. I'm pretty sure that's what I said would happen. It was the logical thing to have happen. Same for Jade Cargill over Naomi. I think I had LA Knight winning and keeping his title, but I'm not shocked or upset by Jacob Fatu winning it. I also might have picked him to win because he's fucking he rules, and maybe because he's good enough to make that belt matter a little more. LA Knight just kind of had it, and then he lost it, and then he had it again, and then he lost it immediately. So I kind of got my wish because El Grande Americano didn't face Rey Mysterio. It wasn't Dragon Lee either, but hey, I'll take Rey Fenix. I watched a good chunk of that, especially like the last fucking 5-10 minutes of it. That one ended up being pretty fucking cool. Women's championship match. I don't know what there was fucking a lack of chemistry or something, but there it was kind of clunky for the majority of it. Kind of cool. Tiffany's got that fucking that cool. I got my tooth knocked out and still one thing going on for her. You know, add a little bit of toughness to the whole Barbie doll thing. Not a bad thing at all. Fine piece of business, I suppose. But the fucking main event of night one. So as I said, so like that phone call came in from Christian came in like 5-10 minutes after I finished night one. And I was I don't know, I know I was high, I was fucking pilled up a little bit, chubbed up a lot. Every single thing from like the fucking opening hype packages, especially punks where they fucking they jumped back and forth from like that initial ECW promo to like the modern day or whatever. And that whole thing, I was just fucking geeked up like a 10-year-old dude. I was screaming and every little thing, like fucking Rollins and Punk fighting into the crowd early on, and like the spears that had come out of nowhere, the fucking uh, just goddamn everything. And then once all the storyline machinations fucking started clicking in, and I'm like, oh my god, holy shit, he actually chose Punk. And then no, he didn't. That son of a bitch. I knew he was gonna fucking. And then no, he didn't do that too, brother. That thing hit fucking every single thing I could have wanted that match to be. Nothing I expected it to be even. God, like that should have closed both nights. That should have been night two's main event. Um, because like I said, the initial thought of those three just having a triple threat didn't make much sense to me. Once they actually added in Heyman and like used him as a prop, like not too dissimilar from the way that fucking Punk's little bracelet was the fucking fulcrum of him and McIntyre. Just really great stuff. And Paul Heyman is still like the best. I don't want to hear about fucking Bobby Heenan anymore. I really don't. And it's almost apples to oranges at this point because Paul Heyman is so much more than like a fucking wrestling manager, you know? Like he is, I think it's fair to put him character wise on the same footing as fucking like early Mr. McMahon. And that's just like throughout his fucking, at least his WWF F&E career. I can't say I'm terribly up on, late 80s, early 90s WCW either. Pardon me. Had to wet the whistle. Yeah, so like night one, that was probably the match of the weekend for me. But the next two matches really certainly have something to say. I don't know. I probably won't, but I should watch them again and see maybe if one of those two does like definitively stick out ahead. But night two starts with a women's world championship match. Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. This match was a fucking heater from the word go. All three of these women looked like fucking stars. They told the fucking story that I was talking about for the majority. I probably spent too much time on this one last week, but the story I was talking about, Rhea and Bianca not really focusing on the fucking title because they're the two alpha fucking competitors, on the female roster at the very least, and they're fucking now they're sharing territory and it's not going over well. And like they did that within the match. That was the overarching story. They did it within the match. It was so fucking great. And then, dude, that fucking the moonsault to end that thing. I thought Rhea got fucking like her spine broken. Like that match was goddamn near. Like it's absolutely in that fucking same atmosphere. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it topped the night one 3-way. Oh shit! There's Jay the Stingray. He says Fox Pixar is all up in my fupa. Um, Faticus says he felt like Charlotte was sandbagging a lot during that match. That's something I've read online a bunch too. I don't know. Like I said, I fast forwarded through night one, so I tried to stop to see a little bit of it. I stopped to see Naomi's new entrance music, which sucked. There were certain things I wanted to stop to see, kind of the last several minutes of the tag team title match on night one. Yeah, Nick said Roman putting Punk and Rollins through the announced tables was badass. I freaked out with that. I thought we were getting the fucking shield bomb, and we didn't get that, and that was fucking just as cool to not get it. It was awesome, and I don't know. Everything about that match got me. Dan says, I'm glad Io got the win. Me too. That's what I said would happen. Oh, yeah, I was doing that. I was going over the fucking things. I said, where did I stop? Said Jade. Talked about that. But yeah, I said Chad Gable was going to win either way. It didn't, short of Ray winning and unmasking him, nothing really made sense other than that. I said Tiffany would win. She did. Charlotte winning the belt didn't make any fucking sense. And it seems like they don't give a shit about her. Like the fans, it's not even fuck you, go away. It's just we're done even telling you to go away. I don't think I fucking the more I've tried to sit and think, I don't think I ever picked a winner for the Reigns Punk Rollins match. So and I don't think I would have picked Rollins. I'll say that. But yeah, fuck, dude. Just from just a destruction standpoint, the match itself, storyline around it, that thing fucking, good God. But yeah, I picked Io to win and she won. Next up, the other one that really stuck in my head, the Sin City Street Fight, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. It's almost like I booked that one, man. Because what did I say? Drew McIntyre needs to win, but Priest needs to look strong in defeat. And he looked like it took some nasty shit for McIntyre to pick up the victory. That fucking last Claymore is one of the most fucking gross things I've ever seen in wrestling. Like, without it being just like, here's a cheese grater on your face kind of shit. That fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title was pretty solid. A lot of good fucking shit. Carlito took another massive spear, which, that's good for business. I don't remember. I almost said I thought. Yeah, I think I said Dom was fucking leaving, right? And he probably would screw over Finn Balor to get there. And boy, who did he end up pinning, huh? I don't know. I feel like you catch some of this shit. So after that, we have Randy Orton's surprise challenge match because I'm a dickhead and Kevin Owens is actually hurt. But surprise, it was Joe Hendry. Oh, cool. Look at you you talk about him. I don't know why. Good. Orton won. I don't know. They see something in Hendry. I don't. So makes sense to use him there, I guess. Didn't make any sense to have Aleister Black or Rusev come back, and I know that's been a thing a lot of people wanted. Kerry King from Slayer. I hate Slayer, Brian. I'm sorry. I don't want to harsh your mellow, brah. But yeah, and honestly, I thought he sounded like fucking ass. And it wasn't like the playing, because I'm certainly not talented enough to even begin to critique that. But the tone of his guitar, whatever the noises were that he was trying to play, I don't know if it was like some kind of jazz thing and it was the notes he wasn't playing, or yeah, I don't know. Just didn't have an ear for it, my friend. Dan says rumors are July will be another Women's Evolution pay-per-view. That's cool. They got a lot of talented broads now. And WWE buying AAA is massive. They're making a big move to own the wrestling scene in Mexico. Yeah, good for them. I don't give a shit. It's just funny because now all those guys are off AEW. But again, I don't even really give a shit about that. I don't care. AEW is just off my radar anymore. Vaticus says, I hear they're working on acquiring New Japan as well. God damn it. They're just cutting Tony off, huh? Yeah, Randy Orton. Oh, yeah. Jeff Hardy as Randy Orton's mystery opponent would have been fucking gay. Dan says, treating Travis Scott at all. I'll just stop you there, Dan. Treating Travis Scott at all to anything is fucking the biggest, dumbest move of night 2 or any night. Travis Scott is fucking untalented. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't fucking care how old I sound. His music is fucking nonsense. Feed. Go fuck yourself, retard. Go write a real fucking song. And like that whole thing too, like I get that they're not gonna just like throw Travis Scott in there to get his fucking shit rocked by Cody, but just leave him the fuck in the back. He doesn't help anything. Like he is a charismaless motherfucker too. He's just a fucking dude that raps kind of. Fucking ugh. But yeah, like for him to fuck like the big receipt is he took a crossroads really cleanly. Okay. Like just don't fucking bring him out, you know, because like that's what everyone wants is like a legit fucking well, here's this back kind of thing. It's fucking so obviously I knew Orton was winning whatever that was. I said that Logan Paul would win because AJ winning didn't really make any sense in 2025, and that's what happened. We got a little Karrion Kross shit along with it. That's not a bad thing either. So now I'm hoping that him and AJ get some actual fucking time on TV for the next couple weeks, and then maybe get them on the Backlash card at least. Like I don't know. I dig Cross's work, and it's probably one of the more IWC fucking hand jobby things I have anymore. It's like I really don't understand why they don't do more with him. After that, we have the women's tag team championship match. I was completely wrong on this one in every regard because Bailey wasn't even in the fucking thing. I didn't realize what they were doing. They brought back Becky Lynch, which was great. I hate Lyra Valkyria. I don't think anything will change that for me. So them winning does like fucking nothing for me. And then we get to the main event of night 2, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. And it was fine enough. I do kind of like that Cena did kind of just fucking kick Cody's ass for most of it. But I don't know. I don't remember. I think I said I would still have Cody win. But I could see them doing I wish I would have fucking I wish I would have went through, man. God damn it. But or maybe did I say Cena would win? It didn't seem crazy that John Cena would be the guy to get 17, you know, and pass Flair. Even I think I wouldn't have been shocked even when he was fucking sitting at 12 or 13 titles, I think. So that's the WrestleMania card. What did you guys think overall? Night 2 was definitely, I mean, better. It's a better experience for me than night 1. Certainly not as good as last year's Mania, top to bottom. I'll say that. Jay Stingray says Travis Scott sucks. Dan says I don't get his music at all. See, like a little bit, I'm worried it's just like we're just old white dudes, you know. Dan says Cross cut a good pipe bomb promo over the weekend. I didn't see it. No, I didn't. I think Faticus sent it my way, and I hadn't watched. He told me not to watch it till after I watched night 2, and did that and then forgot about it because I was trying to put like a decent little show together. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't have any fucking judge of that kind of thing. I think everything I do sucks. So watch this one have 300 views for some reason. Boy, that's my high water mark. Yeah, but everyone's saying that cross pipe bomb promo was awesome. So I'm gonna check that out when I get off of here. Zombie says, I just wish there was more TV time for Scarlett, brother. I think you and me and everyone else fucking agrees. And I think with more Cross on TV, that means more Scarlett also. So hope for that, because that's probably the quickest way to see that happen. It feels like something happened. She doesn't want to wrestle or can't wrestle anymore. And they're just being, private about it because fuck everyone else. Jay says Cena needs to eat a dick in some kids movie. Didn't he do that in Fred twice? Fatica says night 2 was better. Night 1 main event was the best match between both cards. Women's triple threat was the second best. Yeah. And then that fucking street fight was nice. That was another one. There was a lot of oh shit moments. So I don't know. I'll watch Raw tomorrow. I'm excited for that. I've seen a couple spoilery kind of things in regards to that. I know there's some returns, maybe a fucking heel turn or two. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm tapped out. We're up over the hour mark, even with the witch. Which shout out, thank you again to the Scarecrow Show, for letting me. Oh shit. I don't know. I have nothing else. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go plow the snot out of my girlfriend. Until next time, Iris loves you.